What's up, everybody? My name is Brad, and welcome back to the channel. It's a brand new year. It's 2024. Last year just flew by in the blink of an eye. I can't believe it's over with already. But hope everyone had a great holiday season and a safe and happy new year as well. And today we're here for a TBR video, which I haven't done one of those in like a year because I didn't do any TBR videos last year. I did away with it, but I think I'm going to bring it back for this year because everyone else is doing TBRs and I'm feeling left out. The FOMO is real, but I'm going to set some ground rules for myself for my TBR videos and actually make them something that is manageable that I can maybe actually complete before the end of the month. Everyone's doing double-digit books on their TBRs, and I'm just not one of those people. If you can read 10, 15, 20 books a month, that's awesome. I wish I could do that, but realistically, I cannot. So I'm going to keep it more manageable. They're going to be short. 4 to 5 books a month is probably what I'm going to stick to. And if I can read anything extra other than that, that's just icing on the cake. So I've got 4 books for this month. One of them's a big chunker. I probably won't get it done. It'll roll over into next month, but that's okay. I've got 2 physical books and 2 digital books. So let's talk about the physical books I have first. First up, and I started this one on the 2nd, so a couple days ago now. This is The Reformatory by Tannen and Reeve. This is what we're reading for the Spinebreakers Book Club for the month of January this month. If you'd like to read along and join in on the discussion, the link to my Discord where we're doing that is down in the description. I think I'm on part 2, 64 pages into it. I'll be starting chapter 7. And already it's a very good book. I'm very much enjoying it. I can tell this is going to be one that pulls on your heartstrings, makes you sad. It's set in the 1950s in Gracetown, Florida, and it's based on the Dozier School for Boys, a reform school, and that was also the inspiration for the book The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead, which is one of my absolute favorite books of all time, which was also a heartbreaking read. This one's supposed to have like ghosts and things in it, and there's been maybe just a very small smidge of that mentioned so far. The Haints is what they're talking about. Haints haunting down in Florida, and it seems like maybe only the kids can see it, and once you grow up you sort of can't see that or sense them or anything like that anymore. But where I'm at, the main character Robert, he just got to the reform school, and I'm sure it's all going to be completely downhill after that. Bad things are going to happen. But really enjoying it so far. I can't remember if I've read anything by Tannen and Reeve before. I think I have. I think I read her, I believe it was hers, collection called Ghost Summer, or Summer with the Ghost, or something like that. I've read it last year. It's like a couple novellas put together. I believe that's hers because I feel like, what's the family's name in here? Let's see, what's the White family's name? Just bear with me. The McCormacks. I feel like that is a familiar name from one of the other stories in her collection. But anyway, we're reading The Reformatory. I'm about 70-ish pages into it, like 64, 65 pages into it. Really enjoying this one so far, and really looking forward to getting my heart broken with the rest of it. And then the other physical book I'm reading, and this is one that's probably going to roll over into February. One of my goals this year, I'm going to make a video for this, sort of my reading plans and goals for the year. They'll probably be the next video that comes out. I'm wanting to read some bigger books this year. 500 plus page books, which the Reformatory, it's over 500 pages. This one's about double that. I want some longer books I can just sort of sit down and sink my teeth into. And this is one of those. And this is one I've had for quite a while on my bookshelf. And this is Swan Song by Robert McCammon. So what the stand is for Stephen King, Swan Song is for Robert McCammon. It's a post-apocalyptic horror story. It's a big old thick book. I think this is about 950 pages or so. But with the stand, that is all about Captain Trips, a flu virus. This one, I believe, it's America ravaged by nuclear war. So nuclear war is the cause for this post-apocalyptic event. Other than that, I really don't know much about Swan Song other than it's a big, long epic. I've heard it's one of Robert McCammon's best. I've heard it's one of the best books, just period, a lot of people have ever read. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm going to take my time with it. Like I said, this will probably roll over into February, which I'm okay with since it is such a big book. But if I can get the entire thing done in January, that would be awesome. But like I said, I do want to try to read some longer books this year, and I'm going to start it off with Swan Song by Robert McCammon. So those are the two physical books I'm going to read, and then the two books I have for Kindle. First up is This Wretched Valley by Jenny Kiefer. This is a new book. It comes out sometime in like the next week or so, and I'm excited for this one. Jenny, she owns the bookstore in Louisville, Kentucky, Butcher Cabin Books, and this is her debut novel. So I've got to meet her on a few occasions and talk with her and chat with her about the book and whatnot. And spoilers, this is exclusive news for you all. It hasn't been announced anywhere else yet, but Paper Cuts is coming back. I know everyone has been so disappointed with the lack of Paper Cuts content, but we're coming back in this year. And Jenny's going to be a guest later on this month in January. We're going to be talking about her book, This Wretched Valley. But I've been hearing amazing things about this book. People are saying that's the next big thing in horror. I'm really excited to get to it. It takes place in Kentucky, where some rock climbers go out. They discover like this new cliff face, and they're going to be the first ones to climb it, and they're going to put it all on Instagram and get famous for it and whatnot. And then they all disappear. And then a couple months later, some of their bodies turn up, but one of them's still missing. And it's sort of a mystery as to what happened to these rock climbers, what killed them. One body's like a skeleton. One still has its organs in it, still kind of decomposing. I think the other one's missing like its eyes and its tongue and whatnot. So they're all in these different stages of decomposition. And it's partly inspired by the Detloff Pass incident, which is a very interesting real life true story. If you don't know much about that, you should research it. It's pretty interesting what happened there. So Jenny took inspiration from that and set it in Kentucky. I'm really excited about this book. Like I said, people have been saying amazing things about it. So that's what I'm going to be reading, This Wretched Valley by Jenny Kiefer. And then the final book I have on my TBR for this month is All Systems Red. I almost forgot what it was called. All Systems Red by Martha Wells. This is book one in her Murder Bot series, which I've had a couple of these on my Kindle for a while. And my buddy Nick, he's read the first one, maybe two or three or so, and he said I should read these. I think I'd really like them. But these are about, and these are pretty short too. I think they're all under 200 pages, which is cool. I think they're from the Tor.com line, and I think all the Tor.com books are on the shorter side. But anyway, this is about an android, and it's like a security android protecting people on this discovery mission, and I think it gains like self-awareness, and the story's all from the android's point of view, where before I guess it was killing people because its nickname for itself is Murderbot, and I think it's dealing with that, becoming self-aware, self-conscious, and sort of the AI, the ethical and social implications of artificial intelligence, and if it should be treated as human life and all that kind of stuff. So it sounds really interesting. I think there's 7 books in this series, if I'm not mistaken, and I think I have the first 4 or 5 on Kindle. But I looked earlier, and they're all on Kindle Unlimited, except for the last one. Maybe it's newer, but I'm definitely going to be checking those out. I think they're also being turned into a movie or a series, maybe on Amazon or HBO or something. So now it seems like the perfect time to dive into this before it's a TV show, because I'm probably going to watch the TV show, but I want to read the book first. But anyway, I'm going to be reading the first book in the Murderbot series, All Systems Red by Martha Wells. And that's it. Short, simple, to the point. 4 books: The Reformatory, Swan Song, This Wretched Valley, and All Systems Red. If I get to anything else, that would be awesome as well. But I'm going to try to keep it at a pace that I think I can handle for each month. That's it. That's my January TBR. If you've read any of these books, let me know what you thought about them down in the comments below. Or if you're excited for any of these books I'm going to be reading, let me know that as well. But that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you for spending your time with me. Again, my name is Brad, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.